Look, I said during the election that it was strange that Marjorie Taylor Greene was silent. I believe that maybe somebody got to her and said, hey, shut your mouth. You're far too much of a chaos agent, even by Republican standards, for us to let you just run wild. You're going to damage the campaign and our chances. I mean, if anybody's going to be creating chaos in the world, in the campaign space, it's going to be Donald Trump himself. So you just take a back seat a little bit. All right, Margie? And it seems like that's what she did. But now that Donald Trump has won, she's back out there freaking out, calling people liars who are asking her questions in hallways, grabbing their papers and throwing them in the air. She's being the classic Marjorie Taylor Greene. And yesterday she took to Truth Social, and I'm gonna read this particular post as a still, and then I'm gonna scroll through the replies to show you just what kind of people we're dealing with who are gleefully recalcitrant in their ignorance, in their stupidity, in their lack of understanding of the world and what it takes to be a functional citizen, but also just basic decency and adherence to reality. This is what she wrote on True Social. I'm going to tell you right now that if they try to tell us all to stay inside, stay home, shelter in place for our safety from the drones, there is no way in hell I will comply with that absolute bullshit. Not doing it. No way. I'll shoot the drones down myself along with every other red-blooded, freedom-loving American. You know, I do that voice for Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana, and I've referred to it as like my foghorn, leghorn adjacent voice for him. And somebody pointed out it's like Mr. Haney from Green Acres, which is, I think, more appropriate. So if you've regaled me of that reference, then I appreciate it. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go to the True Social, and we're going to show you some of the replies here. I'll truth the drone down myself. We'll start here. I didn't listen the first time, I guess meaning with COVID and lockdown. See, these people are so afraid. What sinister machinations would the government have to lock people down because there's drones flying? Even if these drones are sent from some foreign country, or clearly there is information I believe the government has that they're not telling us, but it could be just something very innocent. They've said there's no threat. It's not from a malicious foreign actor. They've said this. Yeah, I don't know. No one's been harmed. They're talking about shooting bullets wildly into the air. They're taking photos of the constellation Orion. They're taking photos of planes on approach here in Washington, D.C. to National Airport, acting as though it's an invasion of drones when they're just airplanes and stars in the sky. I didn't listen the first time, this moron says. Everything this government has done to hurt our country, its people, purposefully has guaranteed that I will never vote Democrat. This was my first time voting. Oh, great. This was your first time voting, so now you've earned the right to sound off as an expert about things. This is my first time voting, and for now on, not from now on, for now on, I'm voting in every election, primary, etc., to try to vote Democrats out of power. They literally tried destroying our country by importing millions of illegals to usurp complete and permanent control of our country, so eventually they'd be impossible to vote out of office. They also want to lower our standard. Anyway, next. Let me go back here. We ain't locking down again for these lying, fake COVID treasonous bastards. Oh, it's drone season. Joe Biden doesn't know about the drones issue because he has been slept most of the day. He's been slept most of the day. You know how Joe Biden's constantly being caught slept. I'll be out front having target practice on drones. Sounds like a blast. Besides, f*** this government. We've had it. Let's fight. We'll stop there because most of it is just memes. because, these people communicate by meme. Let's talk about the dangers that could be realized if idiots en masse go out and start shooting weapons into the air. I know there's a contingency of science deniers in the Republican Party, but I think they all believe in gravity. Maybe they don't think through their actions to know that if they fire a round into the air, or many rounds into the air, they have but one place to go, and that's down. They will invariably land on people's homes and cars, or maybe persons, and hurt, maim, or kill them. But they will have done it in service to, you're not going to lock me down because of the COVID government. Joe he's been caught slept. And she's fomenting this. They're encouraging this behavior. She herself is threatening to shoot the drones down myself along with every other red-blooded American, freedom-loving American. So are you going to shoot the drones down along with those people? Like you're going to shoot them down too? It seems like a poorly constructed sentence which should come as no shock to anyone. Anyway, short one. Appreciate your your perspective that I invite right now. You can comment below. And I really enjoyed the campaign when Marjorie Taylor Greene had her mouth shut and was not constantly making headlines. It was fantastic. But look, if we're going to have anybody who's a salesperson for voting for Democrats, it's this lady. So let's keep her in the headlines. This was likely one of the reasons why she was curtailed during the campaign. Shut up. You're not a salesperson. You may get elected in Rome, Georgia, but not here across the country. You're a danger and a damaging to electoral politics. So now that she's back, she's a good thing for those of us on the right side of history, those of us who adhere to reality on reality's terms. What do you think? Comment below. You can call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. Please consider supporting this work, helping produce this work on this independent media channel. You can click the join button below for $2 a month. You can support. You can also go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. You can also go over to, I still have this sitting on my desk. You can go over to Dollemore.info, Dollemore.com, I guess, the IDoubtItPodcast.com, all kinds of websites. That'll all lead you to the store where you can buy some stickers. The sticker is not just a sticker. You can also, it comes on a mug and a bunch of other things. Anyway, these purchases do go a long way to support what we do, and I appreciate you very much for even considering it. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine and take care of one another.